In this video, we're going to look at the metric unit conversion for time. Time's a little bit different to mass and length. Let's have a look at the largest unit of time that we're going to consider in this video, which is the day. You'll understand. The metric system, I guess, kicks in from the second onwards. So let's start with the day. Days into hours. Okay, we multiply the day by 24. Okay, so one day is 24 hours. Okay, so hours into minutes, we multiply that by 60. Minutes into seconds, we multiply that by 60. Okay, so there's 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day. Okay, from the second onwards though, seconds into milliseconds is really where the metric system, I guess, or the pattern behind the metric system or the application of the metric system becomes apparent. Seconds to milliseconds, multiply by 1,000. Now, I'm sort of carried the diagram over here to this part here. Milliseconds to microseconds, multiply by 1,000. Microseconds to nanoseconds, multiply by 1,000. Okay, so it's really from here onwards that the pattern behind, or that sort of underpins the metric system is applied here. Before that, I guess from seconds, minutes, hours, and days, there are different multiplication and division factors that we need to consider. Okay, and that's historical. It's been around for a very, very long time, well before the metric system was brought in. So that is why it's been retained. But sort of splitting the second up into smaller units like milliseconds, microseconds, nanoseconds, you can see that the prefixes are the same. Milli, okay, milligram, millimeter, okay, milliliter. In another video, we'll look at metric unit conversion for capacity, liters and milliliters, for example. Microseconds, okay, micrometers, micrograms. Okay, so these prefixes are very important. Let's have a look at a quick example. Okay, in fact, let's see how many. Let's see if we can fit the number in. How many nanoseconds there are in one day? Okay, so if we had one day, okay, one day is equal to 24 hours. So it's 1 times 24, which equals 24 hours. And the unit for hours is just the H. Okay, so hours into minutes. Okay, so 24 hours. Okay, times 60 to give us the number of minutes in a day. Okay, so 60 times 24 is 1,440 minutes. Okay, how many seconds is that? 1,440 minutes. Okay, multiplied by 60, so multiplied by 60, and we get 86,400 seconds. Okay, the unit for seconds is just an S. Okay, minutes is MIN. Okay, as you can see there. Okay, seconds into milliseconds. Okay, so 86400 seconds, multiply that by 1,000. Okay, all we need to do is just add on another 3 zeros. So that's going to be 86400 and then 3 more zeros. 1, 2, 3, and that's milliseconds. Lowercase m, lowercase s. Okay, now a bit of a shortcut. If I want to go milliseconds straight to nanoseconds, I'm going to add 3 plus 3. I'm going to add another 6 zeros to this. Okay, so if you want to employ yet another shortcut, okay, milliseconds, okay, multiply by 1,000. Okay, sorry, for milliseconds, multiply by 1,000, multiply by 1,000 again. That's just multiplying by a million. Okay, 6 zeros, and then it's just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 6. It's going to have 11 zeros. Okay, so 864 and 11 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and that's nanoseconds. Okay, and we can keep going. So in another video, we're going to look at another way of expressing larger and larger numbers. And when we're going to get to the point here, I'm not going to be able to fit numbers on this board. Surely there's got to be a better way to start writing these larger numbers. And that's going to lead into another video where we talk about scientific notation as a way to express these really big numbers. But for the time being, metric unit conversion, this is it for the metric unit conversion for time. Thank you.